Hi. Okay, so this is for nighttime. Hopefully you're going to stick with me here, because I know, gosh, these videos are so long, honestly. I didn't expect them to be this long, but you sort of go off on tangents and... Anyways, okay, so for the cleanser, again, it's Shiseido, but this is called the Benefiance Creamy Cleansing Foam. And it foams up just like the other one, but this is actually for more mature skin, I would say. They've got little beads that I thought would be a little bit rough on my skin, but they're actually not exfoliating beads. They're more, I think, time-released moisture hyaluronic beads. I'm not really that sure, but this is, in the wintertime, I needed a little bit more moisture, and so I have this. And plus, I didn't actually want to use this on the Clarisonic because I know that because it's a mechanical device, if one of these things didn't dissolve, it might catch on the little, the rotating, whatever the heck, I don't know, rotating, not blades, but because you're not putting blades on your face, but you know what I mean. The spherical something or others. Anyways, I thought it would get caught in there and bust the thing, and you know, it's way too expensive. I didn't really want to take the chance. I'm sure it would have been fine, but I just didn't want to take the chance. So there's that. The toner I use is the Shiseido Enriched Balancing Softener. I actually also tried to get off of this too, just to change things up again, and this is amazing. It really is hydrating. Your skin feels so soft. All of these, the Shiseido products I find do have a scent. I'm okay with it. Some of the different lines have, like the White Loose scent has a really fresh scent. These ones, they're not perfumey, but they're a little bit different, but still really pleasant. Nothing, in fact, I've given samples and given away tons of makeup to my friends, and they actually said how much they loved how it smelled, and they look forward to using it. So there's that. Actually, before I started, I should have done eye makeup remover, because that's sort of the first thing that I do is remove my eye makeup. And this is a great drugstore. It's from Burts Botanics. Is it Burts or numbers? You know what? I can't remember if it's number 7 or Burts. Anyways, it's part of, they also have a blue one as well, which I really like. That's the first one that I started on. It's sort of squat, and it comes in a pump, and the reason why I stopped it is because that pump sucked so bad, and it was frustrating every time, and it's something that you're using every day, every night. You don't want to be frustrated, so I said screw that. So I tried this one, which is part of their Botanics line, and it's made with Icelandic moss, and it's a dual, so it's got the dual phase, I don't know if it's oil and water, but it's got the dual thing, and I really love this. I've tried the Lancome, also their dual, I can't remember what it was called, but I found it a bit greasy after trying this. This is also a sort of oil base, but I found the Lancome one really greasy. It sort of stayed with a film around my eyes, whereas I don't find it with this, and it really hydrates. And again, I need a lot of hydration, so I think it's probably about $8 in Canada, and it lasts you for a really good time, really long time. I mean, it's a pretty tall bottle. It is 150 ml, so 5 US fluid ounces. And this is fantastic. I love it. For the I don't have it here, but for the non-oily, the Almay, not the pads, but the actual oil-free liquid eye makeup remover, I really love that too. I've been using that for years and years. And I used that one because I didn't wear mascara, like I said in my other videos, for, I don't know, 20 years or so. I just didn't even bother. And now that I do wear mascara, I need something to sort of remove it, and this is the best thing. So after that, cleansing, toning, okay, so then I do moisturizing, and I use a few different ones, but this is actually, I stopped using this for a little bit, and I could really tell, and it's the Decleor Aromatic Balm, basically the Essential Balm, and I actually read about this in, not Makeup Alley, but Essential Day Spa. It had raves and raves and raves and raves, and I had been reticent to try an oil, but once I tried it, that was it. There was no going back. I love these balms and these oils. It's perfect. It sort of plumps up your skin, and I don't feel. I used to have a lot of flaking, and I haven't had any flaking for years since I've started using these oils. So this is amazing, amazing. You totally notice a difference the next morning. It's really phenomenal. I kind of go between that and the Darphain Regenerator Balm or something. I had to pick one up because I ran out. Aromatic Renewing Balm, and it. You know, I have to say that I think that the Decleor one actually works better, slightly better, but I love the fragrance of this. This smells like fresh oranges. It's so citrusy and fresh, and it's really, you know, I almost kind of emulsified, and then I just sort of cup my hands to my nose just so I can breathe it in. It's so nice, and this one is more herbally. There's more of an herbally aromatherapy to it, which is also really nice, but I just prefer this one. So I sort of go between the two, although I'm going to try the Decleor Iris Balm because I got the wrong size. I ordered it online. I thought it was going to be less expensive, and it was, because you get half of it, and it actually wound up being more expensive because I only got half, and I paid more than half. So anyway, so I'm going to try this one as well. It's supposed to have a lot more anti-aging properties, so hopefully that'll work. And then I also have the Burts Bees Serum that is half the cost of these other ones. I always like to do sort of a high end and sort of a lower end. I think it's important because I don't think that you have to spend money to find good products. Certainly with certain things like the SkinCeuticals, I just kind of have to lick it up and just fork out the bones for it. But with other things, I like to sort of go back and forth. And I think this is pretty reasonable. I think it was $19 at Whole Foods, and it actually has a lot of really, really, really good oils for you. The woman was actually looking at it and was quite surprised that it was Burt's Bees. I'd never really gone into Burt's Bees, so I wasn't that sure, but she was actually quite surprised and was going to try it herself because she read the ingredients and thought, wow, they're putting really good stuff into it. So if you can't go into the Decleor and the Darphain, which is totally understandable, I would say maybe try the Burt's Bees. It's just as good. It's actually really, really phenomenal. Okay, and then the last thing is eye cream, and it's this. It's a Benefiance Concentrated Anti-Wrinkle Eye Cream. Really, really rich. You need just the tiniest amount, and then you just, you know, sort of go around, and it's really, really made a difference. I actually had different eye creams, and I've tried the really, really high end, and they just didn't do anything for me. It was kind of a waste of money. And this is still, you know, a little bit pricey, but it's definitely worth it because it lasts for a really, really long time because you need so very little of it. But again, it's very, very rich. So if you don't like that feeling, then this is probably not for you, even though it is amazing under, even though I use this at night, I have used it in the day, in the winter time, and my concealer goes on beautifully on top of it. I think that's why I stick with the day Shiseido one, because, you know, you don't actually even have to do this. The other daytime one, you just have to do this, and it just kind of soaks in and sort of disperses itself, and then you can put concealer on top of it, and it looks wonderful. So yeah, so hopefully you get to try some of these products, or at least let me know if you have tried them and what you thought about them. And thanks so much.